Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be having a healthy day of eating. So I'm going to take y'all along my day, show y'all some simple meals that I enjoy along my weight loss journey. So today's Friday. I kind of slept in a little bit, but I actually had breakfast already made in my fridge last night. So I knew I was going to get up this morning and be busy. I have to get some editing done, and I also have to finish a meal plan. So I went ahead and put in some overnight oats in my fridge for me to enjoy in the morning. If I know I'm having a busy day the next day, or I just don't really feel like cooking a breakfast, I don't want a hot breakfast, honestly, because some days I have my days where I want a hot breakfast. Some days I'm good with some oats. I usually do overnight oats. They're so simple, and you can do them so many different ways. You can add different fruits. You could add different flavorings to your oats, and I just think they're so versatile. And you can also make them high protein, which I did. You can add in some protein powders and stuff like that. So if you want a simple breakfast, if you know you're going to be busy the next day, definitely try some overnight oats. They are absolutely delicious, and you can have them hot or cold. So let me show you how I made mine. Before I get started on the overnight oats, I know I'm gonna want some coffee, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some espresso shots. So I have my espresso maker. This is the espresso that I like to go in with, especially when I know I'm gonna be busy some mornings and I need it desperately. This is very, very strong espresso. I'm going to go ahead and add some water to the bottom of this. Pop that back on. Put our espresso. We're going to go ahead and let this cook, and then while this cooks, we're going to go ahead and start the oats. I'm going to show y'all what I made overnight. Okay, so for these overnight oats that I made last night, I went in with 4 main ingredients really. I always change my overnight oats. It just depends. Usually if I'm putting protein powder into it, I don't really add much else besides like fruit, the oats, and some milk and a little bit of vanilla like we're gonna do today. But sometimes I actually leave out the protein powder and I'll just make like regular flavored oats. This has flavor to it, so that's why I don't add much else. This actually is the fruity cereal flavored by Alani, so it adds really good berry flavor. But if I leave this out, what I like to flavor my overnights with, you can get those sugar-free Jello packets, like in the cheesecake flavor, vanilla, like whatever flavor they have. You can add a little bit of that to your overnight oats, and it adds really good sweetness and it adds really good flavor. So it just depends. I always change up my toppings. It depends what kind I'm making. But I made it very simple. Last night I already had these items on hand, so I went ahead and did that. So these I left in the fridge overnight, and they're ready for the next day in the morning. You just let the oats soak. I put the fruit on top. So this has the strawberries, the oats, the protein powder, a little bit of vanilla, and some oat milk I used in this one. Usually I switch between almond milk or oat milk. It just depends what I have on hand. It's your preference, whatever you would like. And then you leave them in the fridge overnight, and the next day they're ready. You can either warm them up or you can eat them just like this cold. I personally like them cold. It just depends, because I've made some peach cobbler ones and those I liked warm. So it just depends which ones I'm making. Okay, so let me show y'all how to make them. So these are the ingredients I'm going in with. I got some Planet oat milk in the unsweetened original. You can get sweetened, but they do have more calories. So if you are in a calorie deficit like I am, I get the unsweetened. And this is keto approved. Remember, I know I got some comments saying that I'm not going to be doing keto anymore. I still am. I'm still using keto approved items. I still will have my keto days for y'all, and I will put it in the title. Today is not a keto day. Then my next what I eat in a day, I will record nothing but keto meals for y'all, so y'all can enjoy. I'm doing a mix of both, so I have both people. I have my keto people, I have my keto community. Of course, that's what I started my channel off with. And then now, since I'm switching to really low calorie, mostly, I do have that community as well. So I'm giving y'all both, and I will let y'all know what days are what. I will put in the title what items are keto approved and which ones are not, and things like that. So oat milk is keto approved as long as it's unsweetened. This is actually a keto approved protein powder. My espresso, oh my god, wait. My espresso is boiling. Okay, once you start hearing like a little simmer and the steam coming out, your espresso is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off, and we're gonna make our coffee here in a second. I don't want it to overflow. I messed up my mom's espresso machine. That was really expensive because I didn't know that it overflows and it like, I feel bad. Okay. Anyways, we're going to go in with our protein powder. So this one is actually keto approved. This is by Alani, their whey protein fruity cereal powder. Actually, I really like their fruity cereal one for specific stuff like this, like for oats, for like, you know, like fruity stuff. I don't know. It's really good. It has really good flavoring. It tastes just like fruity cereal. I absolutely love it, but they do have different flavors. Okay, so we're going to use that. I put a scoop of that. Then I add a little vanilla usually to all my oats. These are the oats that I like to use. These are their Quaker Oats rolled overnight oats. You can go in with regular oats. I just saw that they had specific oats for overnight, so I just got them. But the calories I think are the same for all the regular ones, as well as like the protein and their carbs and things like that. I think it's all the same that I had compared to. So we're gonna go in with these. And then today I just topped them off with a little bit chopped strawberries. I usually do blueberries, blackberries. It just depends. Like I said, I've done a cobbler one as well, and those were super good. That's how I do them. So you're gonna take a container, preferably with a lid or whatever you want to use. We're going to start off with the oats. So usually I go by serving size. If you eat a little bit more, you can go in with about a cup or so. But the serving size for these are half a cup. So that's what I go in with. And it does fill me up. Like, it holds me over for the morning, especially when you add protein powder to it. And then usually later on, I'll just have like a light lunch. But it does hold me over for the morning with the protein powder. So you're going to go in with half a cup of your oats. You're going to add that in. Now we're going to go in with the equal parts of our oat milk. And this is going to help soak those oats overnight. You know what? I'm going to add a little bit more because it helps mix in the protein powder usually. Sorry, I thought it was recording. And then I add in a scoop of the protein powder. Just a scoop of your protein powder to add the flavor. And then you add a splash of vanilla, just like a teaspoon or so. So if you're not going in with protein powder for your overnight oats, you could add a little bit, like for sweetness, you could just add like a little bit of stevia or a little bit of swirl. Whatever sweetener you use that you like, you could add some of that. Okay, so we went in with a scoop of protein powder, a little bit of vanilla, I apologize. You have those ingredients in there. You're going to go ahead and give everything a good mix. You want to mix it really good until your protein powder is dissolved, and you want to soak those oats. All right, once you have your oats soaked like that, all you're going to do is top it off with your fruit. Usually, I top it off with 3 strawberries. It just depends how big they are. I did give them a good rinse. You can do them very small. I kind of like mine like halved like this. I don't know why. And then you just put them right on top. You're not going to mix them in. You want them right on top so they can stay fresh. Because if you mix them in, they're going to get kind of soggy. All right, and literally that's it. You're going to go ahead and top it off with the berries, and then all you do is put your lid on it. You're going to leave it overnight until you just eat it the next day, or you can even prep a couple of these ahead of time and leave a couple of them in your fridge if you want to just prep a couple of days ahead. And then they'll thicken up, and you just enjoy them warm or cold, whatever you like. If you don't want your strawberries warmed up, you can leave them out. Warm up your oats the next day, then top it off again with strawberries. It just depends on how you want to do it. But overnight oats are very simple. Like I said, they're easy to have on hand, and I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. Let me go ahead and give y'all the macros specifically for this. So it's all going to depend what protein powder you use, or even if you put protein powder in it, the macros will depend. But since I did put my protein powder in here, I have 29 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, 313 calories for this overnight oats, okay? So those are the macros for that, and I am keeping track. I have been in a calorie deficit, so I will tell you my calorie intake. We're gonna go ahead and sit down and enjoy this. But before I do, let me go ahead and serve up my coffee. We're just having some really strong iced coffee today. Gonna add some oat milk on top. I'm going to keep it pretty simple today. I'm just going to go in with this sugar-free chocolate syrup to add a little sweetness and flavor. Before I go finish up a meal plan, let's go ahead and dig in. I'm gonna go ahead. I like to get a strawberry in with like every bite of the oats. They're so good. That protein powder is so good. I love it. I love it mostly for my overnight oats and like some shit, like, what do you call it? Smoothies, I guess. Like some low calorie smoothies. It's really good because it just has that really good fruity flavor. But these are bomb. The oats are nice and soft and so much flavor and a lot of protein to get in. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my meal plan. Speaking of meal plan, you guys, I'm working on my keto dessert meal plan. So if you missed it, I did come out with a low calorie holiday dessert meal plan. If y'all would like a couple holiday dessert ideas to have on hand throughout the month, because I know this month can be a little crazy with sweets and desserts and it's easy to get off track. So if you just want some simple ideas, definitely email me or you can message me on any of my social medias. But I have a low calorie one and right now I'm actually working on my keto one. So I give y'all two options. So if y'all are interested, definitely hit me up. But I'm going to go ahead, sit down and enjoy this and we'll be back later on. Today is Friday, so we are at Buc-ee's getting after school snacks. My kids got their Buc-ee's. Every Friday we come to Buc-ee's and they get their little snacks after school. That's usually what I do if you've been following me. But since we're out and about, before we go home, I'm actually gonna get some lunch on the go today. So I went ahead and pre-ordered some Taco Bell. I like to get Taco Bell because their Power Bowl is really good. It's low calorie, it's very filling, and it's just an easy option. So we're gonna go ahead and head there. We got Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell, okay? And I don't eat Taco Bell often, but when I do, it's great that they have a low calorie option, okay? So I get their Power Bowl. They do have a veggie one too. You can actually make this keto. I just get it regular for my low calorie day. So it comes with black beans, their rice, chicken, cheese, shredded lettuce, tomato, sour cream, and I think it's like their jalapeno sauce, I believe, and then avocado. But if you do want to make this keto, you can take out the rice and beans and just get extra protein if you would like. And yeah, you'll just have like a protein style bowl. But it's pretty low in calories. Like I said, it's a to-go option that I like to get. There's only so many fast food to-go options that I like to get that are pretty low in calories. But honestly, you can kind of find them anywhere. You just got to look at the menu, take out stuff, just get like I know Chick-fil-A is a really good low-calorie place. Taco Bell has an option. I love Chipotle. Panda Express is a really good one. They have the teriyaki chicken. You can get like half white rice, half super green. Sorry if y'all see like little I've been having little fruit flies. I don't know why. Panda Express is a really good one. I don't ever really get anything from McDonald's. There's never options at McDonald's. I mean, there is like lower calorie burgers, but I just don't like McDonald's. It makes me feel sick. What's another good one? Those are probably like my top favorite, but it just depends like on the day. But it's good that they have options for when you're busy on the go. This is a really good one and it fills me up for lunch especially. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the macros on their bowl for this one. So you just go to their thing. So the Power Bowl is only 460 calories and it's only $6.79, so about $7 for the bowl, which is fairly cheap, and you do get a good amount. It does fill me up. So only 460 calories. So I will go ahead. You can find the total macros in their app, and you can add like the carbs and the protein intake and all that stuff. So I will do that here in a second. And then I always get Diablo hot sauce because I don't know, it's the best. It's just like, I love spicy, but the flavor of it is so good. So I always add this to it. I add 2. Is there any other low calorie options or places that you like to get at? Whatever you like to get, any place, comment down below. I would love new options. Just mix everything together. I'm pretty sure, like, if you don't want their chicken, you could probably substitute it for steak, but I just get their regular chicken. I haven't had this in a little bit. Taco Bell's like one of those guilty pleasures. I used to not like Taco Bell. And then when I got with my husband, he introduced me to Taco Bell because I don't think I ever really had it before that. Like when I was younger or anything, my mom never really bought Taco Bell. And then I was like, it's kind of good. It's kind of good for some fast food, Mexican food. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and enjoy this. Hopefully this gives y'all a low calorie option for y'all to enjoy on the go. All right, guys, so I came to Kroger really quickly. So today's Friday. I was gonna make dinner, but honestly I'm not too hungry. We're gonna be doing things a little bit different tonight. So it's Friday night. Me and my husband love to stay up on Friday nights and play games. We have a family member coming over. We're gonna be gaming and just relaxing. So I didn't want to make a big dinner. I'm actually going to be making a low calorie appetizer for dinner. So tonight we are going to be making some buffalo chicken dip. It's gonna be low calorie, and I thought we just have that for dinner, something super simple, and this can give y'all a low calorie appetizer idea. So I came to Kroger to pick up a few things, so let's head on in. Okay, they don't have any reduced fat cheddar. They only have sharp cheddar or Mexican blend, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab Mexican blend for the dip. Then we just need some plain yogurt. Oh my god. Fat-free cottage cheese, just some plain one. Then I just need some buffalo sauce. I'm gonna try the Kroger buffalo sauce today, but I like mine spicy, so instead of mild I'm gonna go ahead and get the spicy. Look, they also have a Cajun wing sauce. That sounds super good. And today we're gonna go ahead and use a rotisserie chicken. And for the chips, I'm just gonna get some regular tortilla chips. Alright guys, so I got nice and comfortable. So I'm making my appetizer here in a minute, but I'm actually making an appetizer for my family. This isn't low calorie or keto approved or anything. This is just for my family, but I thought I'd show you a quick little idea just to show y'all. Maybe you can enjoy it with you and your family. If your family doesn't diet or anything, they just want a quick little appetizer for the kids or something. So I'm making some little pizza rolls. I'll just show y'all like the ingredients that I use. Sorry if it's loud in here, all the kids are watching TV and stuff. So what I did is I took a pack of Hawaiian rolls. I took some just like marinara pasta sauce. We have some sliced mozzarella, and then you just get some pepperonis and you put a layer sauce with sliced mozzarella, pepperonis. Then you can top it off with more cheese, the bread rolls, and then you can put like a garlic butter on top, which I'm going to do with some Italian seasoning. You pop it in the oven, let it melt, and you have yourself a quick little appetizer. So just something for y'all to enjoy, and then we're going to get started on my appetizer here in a minute. So I just popped them in the oven at 300 for a few minutes until everything is nice and melty. And then you just cut them and pull them apart, and you have yourself an easy appetizer for your family. And they're super good. I've made them before, and I think they're just very kid friendly. And you can kind of stuff them with anything really. Ooh, pizza sliders. Here you go, baby. Okay, now it's time to get started on our appetizer. So again, I'm making a low-calorie buffalo chicken dip. So first thing you're going to do is get a bowl, and we're going to start mixing some ingredients together. First ingredient going in, you're going to go ahead and shred up all your rotisserie chicken. You could go ahead and cook up your own chicken, but I just find it easier to use rotisserie chicken. You know, just to make things more convenient. But if you want to go in with some chicken breast, you could boil it and then shred it yourself. So just add all of the chicken to the bowl. Okay, once you have your shredded chicken in a bowl, we're going to go ahead and add a couple more ingredients. We're going to go in with our plain yogurt or plain Greek yogurt. And you're going to go ahead and measure out 3/4 cup and add it to your shredded chicken. Then you're going to go ahead and take your cottage cheese and you're going to add in 1/2 cup. I got everything reduced fat and less fat because it's less calories. Okay, now you're going to season with some onion powder, some garlic powder, and then you could add any other seasonings you like, but we're going to go in with the buffalo sauce. Then we're going to go in with 2/3 cup of any buffalo sauce of your choice. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and give everything a good mix, and then you want to bring out a baking dish because we're going to pop this in the oven. Just mix that all together. Alright, now you're going to get a casserole dish, just like an 8x8. Mine's an 8x11, whatever you have. You're going to go ahead and add it to the bottom of your dish. We're We're gonna give everything a good spread. I'm so excited for this appetizer. I haven't had buffalo dip in a while. I used to snack on buffalo dip all the time at the beginning of my weight loss journey. I used to make it with cream cheese though. Of course, like it has a little bit more calories. You can still probably get the third less fat, but it was more of like cream cheese and mostly like mozzarella, and then I used to put like celery with it instead of chips, of course. Then you're gonna top it off with about 2/3 cup of shredded reduced fat cheese. You can go in with cheddar, but of course today I'm going with Mexican because they didn't have any cheddar. And I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes or until it's nice and bubbly and melted. You guys, this dip smells so good, okay? It's done, it's nice and bubbly. Look at that. Ooh, it looks so delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and let it take it out, but we're gonna chop up some green onions for on top. While it's cooling down, you can just go ahead and top it off with some diced green onions. Or if you would like, you could also go in with some fat-free ranch if you have it on hand. Okay, I'm ready to dig into this dip and play some games with my husband. So I'm going to serve me up a bowl and I'm going to be snacking on this while I play some games. Look at that. Oh, and it smells so good. Guilt-free, low calories. I'll let y'all know the macros. I will pop them up right here on the screen for y'all per serving. Okay. I'm going with this is just the macros are just going to be for the dip. Whatever chips you choose will be separate for macros. Just going to go in with a serving of these tortilla chips. They're only 150 calories per serving, not bad at all. And here is our dinner for today / appetizer option for y'all. Again, I mean, if you don't feel like making dinner and you're having a relaxing, fun night, this is a great appetizer choice for y'all to enjoy. I'm going to go sit down and play some games and enjoy this, but let's go ahead and take a bite first and give it a try. My chips keep breaking. I'm trying to get a scoop of chicken, cheese, and everything else. All right. Oh, that's really good. I actually like it without like so much like cream cheese, because you know how sometimes cream cheese can be overpowering. So I really like the cottage cheese. It does not taste like yogurt. It definitely, the yogurt just gets it nice and creamy, and then you have the cottage cheese, and then of course you get that buffalo dip. That buffalo dip is really good, but I like it. It's light. It doesn't taste like over like, sometimes when you do it with cream cheese, sometimes it can be like you barely eat a little bit. It's like really heavy and really full, but this feels light and it feels good. Like it's not too heavy, and it's really, really tasty. So this dip is definitely keto friendly. Of course, these chips aren't keto friendly, so if you do want to make it keto, you can go ahead and dip it with some celery, and that'll be good as well. All right, guys, I ate that dip, played a couple games with my husband, but we're about to call it a night. It had a great day of eating. Very simple day, actually. We had breakfast, we had a to-go option, and an easy appetizer for dinner. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's meal options. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on my video if you did. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.